Well, if you're listening to the music, that would tell you something. We are going to be speaking about school, or rather, tertiary level education, because it's recruitment season at the University of the West Indies. And we've been speaking with individuals from various faculties for the past few days, and we've been going through some of the programs and stuff like that. But this morning, we have a student recruitment officer, and his name is Nigel Bradshaw. And we're going to be speaking about just that access to you and all these great things. Good morning, Mr. Bradshaw.
Good morning, everyone, and how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you. Thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Happy to be here.
Now that you're with us, we're going to take a little bit of your time to speak about, the programs in UWI and the access to that tertiary level education, university education, rather. First off, how does one get access to UWI? What are the requirements?
Okay, the general requirements. I'm the undergraduate student recruitment officer, so I'd speak generally to undergraduate programs at the university. They need to have specific academic qualifications, which normally start with 5 CSEC or O-level subjects, utilizing mathematics and English in every instance. Thereafter, the majority of our programs thereafter would require that you would have completed some type of post-secondary education, if it's CAPE or GCSE levels or something like that, pre-university study, a certificate or a diploma or an associate degree. We also do have mature student entry as an opportunity for some of our programs that allows students to be able to be qualified based on professional qualifications after having completed high school.
Well, that is something I was going to ask. What is in place and what are the requirements? So, is there a specific number of years rather that someone would have had to have worked in a related industry to one of the programs to qualify?
We look at it as a mature student. A mature student entry arrangement would allow a student to enter at age 21. We look at the age first, and thereafter the professional qualifications gained while on a job, because there is opportunity at a number of different instances and sectors and positions for persons to be able to acquire skills that are verifiable, to be able to demonstrate certain competence for entry to the University of West Indies. But as we say, these are in limited instance and not for every program at the university.
Speaking about the programs, what's the associated cost with the general cost of some of the programs? I know certain programs would be gate assisted, but others may not be. What can prospective students look out for as pertains to the cost of undergraduate programs?
Okay, what I could tell you is the tuition cost has always been there at the University of West Indies. The tuition has been generously afforded to students by the GATE program, especially in Trinidad and Tobago. It still remains for undergraduate students, and it is still GATE is now arranged for students to be able to qualify based on the household income. From household income of $0 up to $75,000 per household per month, a student can receive GATE financing, and the GATE financing will vary from 100% of the tuition cost off to 50% of the tuition cost off. The average, we don't have an average, I would say, for the tuition cost, but our lowest tuition cost generally is $12,000 per year, and the very highest is $91,000 a year for the optometry program in the Faculty of Medical Sciences. But in each instance, these can be assessed and sponsored by GATE for Trinidad and Tobago nationals at the undergraduate level. Postgraduate programs are no longer funded by the Ministry of Education.
Right, and when it comes to the programs of study by the faculty, of all that span across the undergraduate studies, what can students look forward to, and what do they have access to?
Okay, so I realize you've given me the rest of the day to be able to speak about this, because we have 100+ programs. The students can look forward to being able to take action now and become game changers based on whatever they would like to study at the University of West Indies. We encourage them to visit our website at just by Googling the University of West Indies St. Augustine campus. In the menu on the left, you go to the second tab and you select programs. There's a very wide assortment of virtual access to our programs to be able to see everything that is exciting and new and attributable to the further development of Trinidad and Tobago and regional society through our undergraduate study programs. Lots of interesting stuff, lots of great stuff.
And what about opportunities beyond undergraduate study?
We have even more postgraduate programs than we have undergraduate programs. In both instances, our postgraduate and undergraduate study, the application period closes on July 31st of this year. We open it on January 21st of this year. Right, so it was generally about 6 months for everyone to be able to make all the decisions, see what is available, check us out right here, and find out more about what is available for persons to be able to choose at either undergraduate or postgraduate level. So wonderful. We do have a large amount of different things available.
And when it comes to contacting the UWI, is there anything anyone should know more than just the website?
Okay, we are available to anyone that is on social media. And the general identifier is at UWI St. Augustine. We are found on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram in particular. We make posts generally and every day on all that is topical and everything that is taking place that the university supports. They can find us on social media. On our Facebook page in particular, we allow persons to be able to ask questions via our wall. They can ask also too on Instagram via the messaging arrangement right there. And then also too, we as persons hopefully would have heard, they can reach us via email. If you go to our website and you go into the search engine, you type my name, Nigel Bradshaw, and you'll be able to get my contact information. I'll be happy to respond to you within 48 hours or less.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Mr. Bradshaw, I want to thank you for your time this morning and enlightening us about the programs available and the means by which you can access the requirements and these things as well at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. And before we go, are there any new programs in the undergraduate with undergraduate studies?
When I would say relatively new, we haven't introduced anything specifically for academic year 2021-22. We have software technology, a BSc in software technology, Faculty of Social Sciences, in the Faculty of Science and Technology. I hope persons realize I corrected myself. And in Faculty of Social Sciences, we have public sector management with law. We have in the BTech programs in the Faculty of Engineering, specifically in electrical and computer engineering and mechanical engineering. Those are the ones that come out to me most because they were the ones that were most recently introduced. We have a major in entrepreneurship also too in the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Agriculture.
Wonderful. Well, with that, I want to thank you one more time. Have a great morning and be safe.
You would stay as well too.
All right, take care. That's Nigel Bradshaw, Student Recruitment Officer in the Undergraduate Studies program. And he was telling us about the